Hey guys, welcome to the series where I'm remaking every single FNAF game in Minecraft using mods. Now this has been a big project of mine and I have wanted to work on it for a while now, but with now the time to do it, I think it's good to start working on the project. And with all being said, we now have almost the entire map complete. Now, as you can see, there is a lot of things, like I added 3 animatronics here. We have the dining room, which is fully built and has the party tables, and also the Pirate's Cove over here, and some booths for people who can't really spend money on big parties. We have the restrooms over here with a toilet and a sink and some dispensers, and we also have in the boys' restroom, we also have a urinal in case people need to do their other business. The next thing I made was the kitchen, which the kitchen is probably the second biggest thing is not really a big part of the pizzeria, but it still holds as the main point of what makes a pizzeria a pizzeria. Now we have the ceiling like for every other area. We also have some ovens where you can get some pizza. We have some extra pizza boxes. We have a half-eaten pizza and some pizza tables, and we also have a pizza tray so then the pizzas can cool down. The next area we have is the parts and service, and I really like the idea of wires hanging off of the backstage off of the shelves. Couldn't say the word. But really, it doesn't look nice, but really, it's probably the best I can do, and just put it here. Now, I also added every single slot is full with a head, and most of them this is because I want them to have a little extra, and I might add some more on this table here, so then it'll actually be enough. The next area I started working on was the left hall, and the left hall is probably, next area I started working on was the left hall, and the left hall is probably the biggest, is a bigger hallway than the right hall, as it actually does not have anything here, and it's only for employees, so it basically didn't need to look nice. And I also made the little supply closet with the mop and broom and the many different stuff that is on this table. The next area I made was the right hall, which I decided to make the arcade. And you can also come in here employees can also come in here to see the prize counter, which I actually haven't shown off yet in its full glory, but it's pretty cool. Now this is just supposed to where the kids can play the arcade games, and there's also over here by Pirate's Cove 3 different claw machines to where you can get different prizes from them. And of course, the final area I'm here to show off is the office. Now the office is a little small, but it's going to have to work. And we also have functional doors and lights to where we can, in case the power goes out. We also have some lockers back here, and also have a clock so we know what time it is. And now we have the full map complete. But I still want to add some more quality of life features, so I'm going to cut to when I finish those quality of life features. But I will also be showing off the building of the lobby, which I actually haven't even outlined yet. So I'm going to outline the lobby quickly, and then I will begin work on the quality of life features and the lobby. Now this is all that is going to be done for the lobby. And the lobby is not really going to be that big, since it's just a lobby. So we now can finally finish this map, and I will now show off me building the lobby, but I will not show me adding all the quality of life features, so then when I want to show off the full map, I will do so when I'm done. But anyway, let's finally end off this episode by completing the entire lobby section. And now I am fully done with the map. Now you might see behind me that there is actually no exit yet, or outside, not exit. There's no outside yet, and that's because I'm planning to make my own, is to make this on my own, so it can be a little less always making a big outside. So I will be making a big outside later. Anyway, as you can see, we added some stars to the ceilings. And I also added a ball pit in the lobby for kids who are bored and want to just lobby waiting for their turn to enter. And now once we enter, you can see I also added a ball pit in the pizzeria so kids can play in the pizzeria instead of needing to come outside into this area, which they're actually not allowed in. And once they sign in, they can actually are forced into here. So a second ball pit is nice. I also added stars onto the ceiling and made a little more quality of life changes around the place, like adding some wires and parts and service, more wires and parts and service, and more stars around the map, and some wires in the office too. Now there is still a lot of things that I need to change, but I am pretty much saying that the map is now officially done. Now, I actually haven't shown you everything, but if you want to, I will have a separate video where I take a tour of the map with no voice. Now, if you want that, then make sure to like and subscribe, and maybe I will create a part 2 to this. I am making FNAF 2, and also doing a tour of this map. But with that, I will see you guys in the next video.